Hi guys, welcome. I am so excited for all of you guys to be here and to be able to meet these four lovely women. It is going to be a fun night for sure. So we're going to start off real fast for those that don't know. This is my best friend Donna. She and her husband are moving in a week, well, less than a week now, like Monday, Tuesday-ish. And so we are living with them for in the next couple of days to just help them get everything packed up and stuff.
So great.
And so, yes, so we are in a different location, and that is also why Donna is here physically with us instead of just in the comments, which is great.
Yeah, it's pretty great too.
Yeah.
I work full time, so Maddie just moved in, and she's been like cooking all the meals and boxing up stuff. It is everybody. I don't know how people survive without a best friend.
She's not going to let you go. She's going to be like, hey, people.
Yes. Yeah. And now like Cody's probably going to have much higher expectations for me. And I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So Donna does not sadly have any YouTube channel, but that's okay. She lives vicariously through me, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
But we do have Leandra to the side of us. She has not been on here. I don't know. Were you on here like a long time ago?
I don't know. The last time I remember us being on screen together, you were on my channel.
Okay.
You were with like Brittany. Brittany Loves Reading. She was on with us. I don't know if I've been on your channel before now that I think about it. Maybe once.
If you have, it's been a very long time. So it is so exciting to actually like see her in person because I watch her videos, but I never like get to just talk to her live. And so it's great that you guys get to meet her too. And then, if you'll tell a little bit about your channel, and like you also just started a membership not too long ago, which is exciting. So if you want to talk about those real quick.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Leandra, the TBR Zero. I'm hosting TBR Harvest this month as well, which is an October readathon. And I do have my own Patreon. It's The Manor. So if you like mysteries and things like that, you can check me out over there. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Maddie, and I'm very excited to meet these two lovely ladies below me as well as Donna. So we're just making friends tonight. It's great.
I love it. I love it. And so then below her, we have Sam, and Sam is a regular on here, and it is always so fun to have her. We always end up talking about the most random things when Sam's on here. It never fails. Yes. So Jules and Leandra, buckle up and be prepared because I don't know how it happens, but it does. So Sam, if you can tell us a little bit about your channel and then also the membership that you just started.
Hi, I'm Sam. My channel is A Spark of Sam, and you can find that all over social media, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And I do anything that like brings a spark to my life, which includes Disney, books, crafts, fandoms, lots of things. So I started a Patreon called The Spark Society, and it's for all of us that just have a gazillion hobbies and we just like everything. So we get to chat. I have craft Zoom hangouts and book clubs and stuff like that. So a little of everything.
Yeah. Cool. And honestly, so the reason why I think I was like fangirling over Sam, because Sam was Leandra and Sam were both leaders for my Mystery and Mayhem that I did, my readathon. And Sam, I think like right after you started that, or like you accepted that you were going to be a leader, or really close to that, you had started doing some vlogs about your garden. And I was like, we're going to be best friends because I love me some flowers. And so I was like, she doesn't just do books. This is great. Yeah. So after that point, I was like, I'm pretty obsessed with Sam because she loves flowers. So yeah, you guys definitely make sure you go check all of them out. I have all their information down below. And then below us, we have Jules, and she is becoming a regular on here. We are so happy to have you back here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, if you'll give everybody just a little information about your channel and what's going on with you as well.
Sure. So actually follow both of you ladies. I am fairly new to BookTube. Like I've only been on since like January, had my own channel. Like fun fact, I started doing like watching not BookTube. First I did crafts during COVID. I was like full on crafting, DIYing everything. Like I was in that. And then all of a sudden, somehow I got on the BookTube side, and I was like, wait a minute. because I love reading. Yeah. So I was like, and then like I just fell in that rabbit hole and I never came out of it. So like I used to have like a table. My office was this other way. I had like 2 long tables behind me that had just craft stuff everywhere. My husband, I was always crafting. So I still love it. I just don't do it as much because I'm constantly reading now. But so I decided I wanted to start a booktube channel. So in January, I started a booktube channel. It's Jules Books and Things. And I read like a little bit of everything. So I mean, it's funny because people are like, you just were reading a cozy mystery. Now you're reading a horror book. It's like, what? So like, I just do it all. So mostly I like thrillers and mystery, cozy mysteries, horror, and middle grade, but I'm dipping my toes into fantasy. So, but yeah, I just read everything, a little bit of everything.
That is something that I can say about all 3 of these ladies is you guys all read just a wide variety. Where none of y'all read just one specific genre, which I love, and I have learned. Yeah,
so she's got a romance and a horror.
I love it. Yep. I love that. I love that. Which I'm like, actually, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I have a thriller and a fantasy that I might be reading tonight. So yeah, we were talking about how they all 3 read. There's a wide variety.
Everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but then all of us. Which Sam kind of likes mysteries, but you're not as obsessed with them as I think I am.
Oh, I like mysteries. Cozy mysteries are where I'm like, I like them, but they're not 5 stars for me. Like I'll listen to them, but I have learned I'm not buying the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I have a whole shelf of cozies.
Yeah.
So
I acquired most of mine for my mom though.
Like a used book, a Goodwill.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. And I texted Maddie because I was like, oh, I had never heard of cozy mysteries before until you guys, like, I was on Maddie's channel and you guys were talking about cozy mystery. So I thought, well, I guess I've never read them, but I found some with cat. I love cats. With cats on the front. Because they were $1. And one of them had a cat and a pumpkin on the front. And so I waited till October 1st and I'm going to read it, right? So I picked it up. It's so cheesy. Are they all cheesy? Is that
a lot of them are. A lot of them are. Yeah, you have to have an open mind about it. It's funny. They are pretty funny and quirky. And I started reading them from my mom. She started reading them like when I was a young adult. And so like I was like, okay, what is this? Because I actually started reading like when I was a kid, I read like Nancy Drew and stuff like that. But then like when I got into high school, I started reading like Stephen King, Dean Koontz. Like I was reading like that kind of stuff in high school. And then all of a sudden my mom, like as a young adult, I was like, what are you reading? What is that? And so then me, her, and my sister, we just all started reading these cozies. And she got this huge collection. And so did my sister, which I keep telling my sister, I was like, I'm going to need to go through your books. But my mom moved in with me because she has Alzheimer's. So I acquired all of her books. So that is the only reason I have so many of them on my shelf. So I just kind of kept like adding on to what she had already had from a series. So I only have 2 like really big series that I collect. The rest I don't. I usually just do audios. So I really like them to collect them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Or you find like, I'm the kind of person where if I see one that's like really cheap because it's at a thrift store or something like that, I'm going to buy it, and then I might read it later on and be like, I'm happy to buy that full price. You know what I mean?
But they are cheaper. So that's good. Like, $7 books. Like that's pretty, that's not bad. But, and they just have the cutest covers though. They're like so cute.
They do.
They draw you in with those covers. They really do. It's pretty bad. I actually, I just read one called The Cracked Spine. And the only reason why I read it was because it had like this little adorable puppy on the front. And it was literally like the smallest part of the entire thing. But I was like, it's so cute. So it's got to be involved. And like, it kind of was. Yeah. But it wasn't like a major portion of it. And so I was like, that's probably why it wasn't bigger on the cover. I probably should have, context clues. It's fine. It's fine. So, okay. So for those of you guys who are a part of my membership or a part of Book Buddies, we're going to do our Book Buddy little TBR pumpkin patch real quick. And so I have got all 3 of my ladies to bring their dice. I literally was like, hey guys, make sure you bring a dice tonight. And then I forgot mine. So it's fine. We're going to have them do it. So what we're going to do is Leandra, if you will roll your die and then tell us what number it is, this is going to tell us which letter across the top. For those that don't know, we do this sort of game. And so it's going to help us to figure out which square we're going to get to.
Oh, the pressure. Okay, I'm going to roll it now.
Screw it up.
All right. I got a 3.
Okay, a 3. So that's row C or column C. Okay. And then Sam, if you'll roll.
2.
A 2. Okay, so guys, that is a pumpkin, which means it's a mood read.
Oh, that's good.
We love a good mood read.
Yes, we do.
Good job, Sam.
That was the first one so we do this. We'll do 5 prompts, just so you guys know. And that was the first one I used this last time because we happened to get a mood read, and I was like, absolutely using that one real fast. So, Jules, if you will roll.
Yep. I got a 3.
Okay, so C again, and Leandra, if you'll roll again.
Okay. Okay, I got another 3.
Okay, so 3 and 3, that's fall vibes. So you guys will want to read a book that has fall vibes, which is, super hard to do right now.
I know. Oh my gosh, the struggle.
That's all my books right now, it seems, except for The Way of Kings. And I really want to read it, but I don't want to read it.
I saw you pulled that. I was like, oh, that's a chunker.
Yeah, I know.
Things about it, but I haven't read it myself.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, and my husband has read it. And so every day Cody's like, are you starting it yet? And I'm like, I knew he would do this as soon as I said it. And so that's why part of me didn't want to say anything. But it's fine.
Stuck now.
Yep, we're here. Here we are. Okay. So we left off with Leandra. So Sam, if you will roll now.
2. Again.
You okay, Jules?
It's like the 2s and the 3s, man. Oh, I got a 6.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, orange cover. There we go.
That's easy. That's fun.
That's a good one. Okay, so then Leandra, if you'll roll again.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 1.
There we go. Okay, mixing it up. I like it. All right, so Sam, if you can do it.
That was a bad roll. I'm going to do it again. It just plopped. I got another 2. That's 3, 2.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
your
okay.
dice must be weighted.
You got those, you got those loaded dice.
Yahtzee dice. I have to remember to put this back. Otherwise, the next time we play Yahtzee, it's going to mess the whole thing up.
Yep. Okay, so that's going to give us the main character has a nature name. So, like Ivy, which I just read a book with a girl named Ivy. That would have been a perfect prompt for this, but that's okay. That's fine. And so we did our 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so one more. So Jules, if you could roll again.
Yeah. I got a 2.
A 2, awesome. And then Leandra, if you'll do our last roll, it's all up to you.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I got a 2.
Hey, that is perfect.
Those 2s
are a 2-word title. That is awesome.
2-word title.
Okay.
Yes. So guys, you guys now have 5 different prompts you can choose from for this week. I tried to complete all 5 last week and I only did 2 because
that's a lot.
A title that starts with an O, and oddly enough, that was hard to do. And then once I found one, I couldn't get a copy of it until today. So I'm like, well, oh well. And sorry that our camera's going to shake a bit. We're on a bed. So,
yeah,
all right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to say hi to people. You guys are just chatting away over there. It's awesome. But it definitely makes my computer a little slow because it's trying to keep up. That's okay.
That's funny.
So hello, Tiffany. She says, hey, y'all. So glad for this as a distraction from the hurricane. Yeah, I know. So many of you guys are right in the thick of that. And I can't even imagine. That's just not something we ever have to worry about here. So
I was praying for you guys today. So
yes.
Either.
Yeah. Man, so let us know how everything's going for you guys for sure. Hello, Stacy. I love that the name, by the way, Books and Crafts. I was like, this is perfect. You're in the right area. Started listening to The Boyfriend yesterday, but I may be doing a physical or Kindle book too, depending on how the game goes tonight. Trying to hit all the prompts for, same.
Yeah.
I was like, that's me.
Yes. And you guys need to check out Leandra's video about that. It is so cute because you also have I can't even remember 3. Don't you have 3 different
3 boards? Yeah, 3 different activity sheets. Yeah.
I'm like, girl, it took me a month to make that one game that we just played. Why? That's That's crazy.
Canva is my playground. Like, if you leave me
that.
on Canva, I will do too much. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, that's fair.
funny.
That's fair. I love Canva. It's my best friend. No, you're my best friend. And then it's my next best friend. Sorry. Hi, Courtney. So good to see you. You're eating dinner, and we'll be reading Only the Beautiful by Susan. I can never say her last name correctly.
Is that her O prompt? Did you have one?
Yeah.
Meissner.
Yeah, like something like that. Meissner.
Something like that.
So for your in real life book club meeting Thursday, girl, I hope that you are enjoying that. And it always stresses me out when you're like, yeah, I'm just going to start this book that we read on Thursday. And I'm like, you do this every time. And it makes me so anxious.
Girl, I did that on my last reel. I was like, oh, I got to read this in 3 days. Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, I do that to myself too often. And I'm like, you've got to stop because I don't enjoy the book as much. But oh well. Oh my goodness, reading Murder with a Hint of Pumpkin Spice, first in a new cozy mystery series, and Murder Lo Mein, the 8th book in the Noodle Shop cozy mystery series. That is a series I want to read.
Yeah, it is fun. I actually have that one. And so I read the first one. I happened to be at Half Price Books like a week later, and they had almost all of the whole series. I was like, yeah, I'm taking all of those. I'll put every one of those in my cart.
That's amazing. Leandra, have you ever read that one?
You know, I haven't, but I see so many positive reviews about it. Yeah. You know, the most recent cozy that I just read, and it's really seasonal for those who want like autumnal vibes, Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop.
Yes. I tried to get a NetGalley of that and I didn't, but I want to read it. Is it good? Did you like it?
Oh, it was really fun. Like so many like Halloween vibes. And I'm usually hit or miss with cozies. Like there are some cozy mystery series that I will continue to buy and, you know, continue to support, but I'm always like hesitant because sometimes they don't work for me. But this one was really fun. Like if you want, like, it's just in a Halloween town basically is where they live. And like every single shop has a different pun and like Ghostly Gouda is like a gourmet shop. And it's very fun. I can definitely recommend that one.
Yeah, it was very, very cute. I had a great time with that. And honestly, I read it because of Leandra. Because you were reading it on your sprint, and I was like, that sounds amazing. So I got it that day. So, it was fun. I talk about this series all the time, so anybody else, you're probably annoyed with it, but have you ever heard of Skeptic in Salem?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Okay, if you like that, if you like Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop, then you will probably really enjoy that one. Because it's obviously it takes place in Salem, so it's kind of a Halloween town, but it has like your cozy mystery / there's also like the paranormal side, but you're never really sure like what's going on with that. And I like that aspect because I'm like, I don't know whether this is actually happening or not. And I think that that's like really good writing, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. I've actually, Tamara Berry, I know that she wrote, is it like the Murder by the Book? She also wrote like a seance kind of supernatural series that I've been meaning to try, I think, if I'm thinking of the right. I've been meaning to try that too. So this is perfect. Thank you for the recommendation.
There you go. So it's so funny that you say her. Okay, so she actually has another name that she writes under, Lucy Gilmore. And she wrote this book called The Library of Borrowed Hearts. And I read that book just a couple months ago. Yes, I have I think about that book so often. Awesome. I loved that book so much. And so then I was like, well, what does any person who loves a good book do? They go and they like stalk the author, right? You learn as much as you can about them. And then I learned it's like, well, you also write cozy mysteries. Of course, I like it. Like, just kind of makes sense because there was a little hint of mystery, but that wasn't the overarching thing. And so I was like, I like that aspect, but that's not normal for like a romance sort of thing, but it also wasn't like heavy romance either. It was just, it was a very good book. I really liked it.
Yeah, okay.
If you guys need any more recommendations like that, let me know. Okay. So Wendy, hello friend. You're reading Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. I don't know that one, but this is the perfect time to rereading that. So I hope that you're enjoying it. Oh, I didn't even ask you guys. What are y'all reading? I just got like straight on into it.
I wanted to roll the dice. Okay, I didn't even think about it either.
I'm starting this tonight. I'm buddy reading this. I was a teenage slasher.
I have never heard of
by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm a little nervous because I haven't heard great things about it, but I'm buddy reading this with Gwen and Jesse. So
gotcha.
Wow. And we're gonna watch the slasher movies this week.
Oh, that's not something I would ever want to do.
You're like, no, thank you.
No, definitely not.
Well,
what are you reading?
I'm in between two books. I'm probably going to be reading this one tonight, Brightstorm by Vashti Hardy. It's a middle grade adventure book. I'm also a host for Fablin, and it's one of my co-host favorites, so I'm like rereading it for that.
Yeah.
But Blameless by Gail Carriger. I don't know if any of you've heard of this. So the Parasol Protectorate series, it's Victorian supernatural. Basically, like London, what if like they decided that they recognize vampires and werewolves existed. There's mystery involved. So it's pretty much like a historical mystery with supernatural tendencies. There's also a little bit of a romance. It's very cute. This is the third book in the series, so I'm clearly obsessed with it.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah.
So I don't have my phone with you. Yes, I don't have my phone with me, but I'm gonna ask you later to message me that one.
Oh, happily. We'll exchange the titles. It's great.
There you go. And so Sam, there are two books.
So I finished my best friend's exorcism today, and I'm also like, I was listening to that, and I'm reading the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, which is also Grady Hendrix. So I'm like a third into it, and I'm liking this one way more than my best friend's exorcism. But I think I just need like a good break, and I have the audio for When in Rome, so I know I really wanted like way different TBR, but I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go with like this to kind of cleanse my palate before I get back into more Grady Hendrix.
Yeah, that's a lot to do two back-to-backs of Grady Hendrix. Like,
well, okay, I was very distracted by Piper when you said I finished my best friend's. So I kind of thought you were like, oh, I finished my best friend's birthday party today. Like, I've been distracted. So and then you're like, I finished my best friend's exorcism. And I'm like, what did your best friend do?
It was a rough day today. Oh,
your best friend.
How funny. I was like, wow, you really had a lot of emotion about that book, but I was confused. So that makes way more sense. How funny.
Shoot. That's a book.
Yeah. And like, I like horror in books, but I'm glad I wasn't like wasting my time reading my best friend's exorcism. It's just there's some things I can handle, like gore and gross things in books that I can't in movies, but there's just a lot in my best friend's that I was like, nope, it's still gross. It's still gross in a book.
I love it. I love it.
But I will say with that one, I've told that there is significant gore. Like there's like a rat scene.
I'm already past that.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, because I was like, that happens. Not gonna say anything else.
I should have known by the exorcism part that there'd be like a lot of vomiting. That's the part I can't handle. And like through the whole book, that's all it is. And I'm like, nope, I can handle everything else in books. But for whatever reason, I still can't handle vomit.
No. I won't read that one.
I was gonna bring up I also read The Eyes Are the Best Part. I just finished that this week. And that one, you should have expected eye things. And I was like, I realized I don't like eye things. Like, I was like, I don't want to.
I haven't picked it up for that reason. Like, it looks crazy, but like, I'm like,
what?
What about cannibals?
Kinda. She eats eyeballs.
Yeah.
Like, so she doesn't eat anything else. So she's not like a full fledged.
Is it graphic about like the popping of the eyeballs? That's
yeah. She describes the texture, and I'm like,
it was like popping.
So like I read Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark, and so like that stuff doesn't bother me. But anything with vomit, I was like trying to make dinner, and I'm like, I need to. This is awful.
No.
Well, I think because you read the word vomit and then you smell it. You know, like.
Well, I listen to it too, and that's why I'm like, oh, it won't bother me. Nope.
Still good.
Yeah, I listened to The Eyes Are the Best Part, so I had to hear her descriptions, and I was like,
No, I just am like, so whenever you write a book, you're supposed to do your research and stuff. And like, how did she research what an eye is going to taste / feel like? Because nope.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
No. Yeah, isn't that the one that has it's literally the eyeball and it has like it's being held by chopsticks?
Yeah, she's got like chopsticks holding the eye. Yeah, I mean it was really good, but I was like, that is like the main gore part, and I was like, I do not like this.
Was it in the noodle
No.
shop?
No, vastly different. It is not a part of the
domain. Yeah.
Definitely not that.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Back on topic. Yeah.
So Sonia, hello, sweet friend. She says, "Hi, friends. I'm reading Spell Shop. I'm so excited to finally. I want to read that one so bad. Great to see everyone, and Jules representing MO. Yeah, representing Missouri. Yeah, and then of course they're saying hello to each other. So Tiffany and Sonia are best friends. That's how I got to know basically both of them, which is awesome. Besties in the house. Is there a dinosaur here? Oh my goodness. You and everyone stay safe from this hurricane, Miss Tiffany. Yes, agreed. Completely agree. Please, everybody, do what you can. And then again, just let us know. There's not much we can do from this far away, but we will do anything we possibly can. Yeah. And hello, friend. You're reading Spell Shop as well. 30%. I'm telling you guys, I want to read that so bad. It just sounds so cute. And somebody said there's something about books on a boat, and so I'm like, naturally I'm way more intrigued, right?
That's right, there is. Yeah, I think you'd like it. I read it. It's very cozy fantasy for those who want to try fantasy out, and there is romance in it.
Yeah, I would probably love it then. Probably. That sounds good, Tiffany. I need to look that up. Yeah. Hi, Amy. It's so good to see you. / just see you writing. But it's so good for you to be here, wrapping up some work and getting some chores done. Are you cooking? Because you're always cooking when you're here, and I want to know what you're cooking. You're reading. Okay, hold on. Ariadne,
probably.
Okay, and the Legend of the Fire Rose, and When the Day Comes. Wow.
They wrote the book just titling it.
Well, no, that's two different books, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like, well, my goodness. Yeah, it's like the title's longer than the book was, if that was the case. Well, I hope that you're enjoying both of those. And Tiffany saying hello to Amy. You're starting The Silver Shadow by Liz Tolsma, part of a series fiction based on strange but true history. Oh, I bet that's going to be really interesting. Cece, you always read really interesting books. Oh, Donna, what are you reading?
Okay, I don't want any judgment right now.
No judgment.
Okay, I'm reading from the Little House series.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It's so easy, but you read one and you're like, I read it in a day. I can read another one. So this is my fourth one in a row. It's so great.
There you go. And then I forgot to tell you guys, I'm torn between two. So we are reading The Library of the Dead as our buddy read with my membership. And I am on page 76, and I have no idea what I think about this book. I can't tell if I'm really intrigued or if I want to DNF it. And so I will probably try it a little bit to see if I can get a little further. I don't know. But it's also pushing me, like, I kind of want to keep reading it. Otherwise, I have to start The Way of Kings. And, like, it's huge.
It's so daunting.
It is literally 45 hours on audiobook. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, no.
Yeah. But Cody was like, Maddie, when you read it, you really need to make sure that you're also physically reading it, because there's like the names are always different in fantasy. And when it's that thick, he's like, there's a lot of characters. So it's a little hard to keep up just by audiobook. So yeah, I don't really want to read it, but I know I do because I also love Brandon Sanderson. So yeah. And Sam's like, you're going to want to do the fantasy. Saying hello. Yes. And staying safe. Come on. My computer's like, hold on. There we go. You're also listening to Where Are Your Boys Tonight? The Oral History of Emo's Mainstream Expulsion. What? That sounds pretty good. 40% of the way through. Are you needing something? This? Nope. Oh. Excuse us for a second.
Thank you.
Gosh, it's much heavier than it looked. Sorry. Had to help Donna's husband. Hi, friend. You're going to be continuing Love at First Skate. That sounds cute. Are you enjoying it? Oh, there you go.
How cool are we?
Yes, and we know you love cozy mysteries. The cheesier, the better. Yes, so for those that don't know, Beach Bum Bookworm Tiffany, she does, that's all she does is cozy mysteries. And she does sorry if y'all hear that.
Some romance.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Occasionally she'll branch out, but for the most part, it's cozy mysteries, and I love it. And then she does on Sundays. She always does a sprint, and I still have yet to fully figure out exactly what's going on. She has explained it to me, and I was like, okay, next time we're gonna act like I'm Piper's age, and you're gonna re-explain it to me. But they do like a scavenger hunt in a way, and it's really cute. It sounds fun, but I just don't understand it yet. But if you guys like cozy mysteries, definitely go check her out. And hello, Eva. It is so good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while, so it's nice to talk to you again. And she's saying, hello. Hi, Emily. It's so good to see you as well. You're working on Dracula. Okay, are you enjoying that? Because I've had like 2 people who have been reading Dracula this month. They're like, okay, I'm DNFing this. I didn't realize that it was boring, but I've never read it. So I don't know.
I haven't either. I feel like the movies are way better. I don't know.
I love the story.
Yeah. I read Carmilla, which is the vampire story that predates it. It's like the first woman vampire. Everyone talks about Dracula, but you don't think about Carmilla that came before. I read that one, but I haven't read Dracula. I don't know. I'm hit or miss with classics. You know?
Same. It's true. Same.
It's true. Especially like I'm realizing the dark classics are a little harder for me just because I don't know.
I heard Frankenstein is very good though.
They're super wordy.
Yes. And I've heard that too. But I've also heard that Frankenstein's monster is better. So I don't know. I haven't read either of those ones. So, you guys let us know. And some good news. Your NHL team is number 1 in our conference. I mean, we have only played 1 game and other teams haven't played, but that's beside the point. Amen. Hey, we celebrate when we celebrate. If you were on here, you'd be having all the fireworks going on behind you. So she has this thing on her laptop where she'll be like, yay, and all of a sudden fireworks just start.
Yeah.
She's got like an Apple computer. Those do that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the cutest thing. I just love it so much. But yeah, that's bad news. Emily doesn't agree with you, but she is happy for you, which I am too. I'm not a fan of sports at all, but I'm happy you guys like them. That's cool. You did read Way of Kings. It's so good, and Words of Radiance is even better. That's what Cody keeps saying, and I'm like, only time will tell. Because
both by Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, it's part of the same series.
Oh,
yeah, and they're all massive books because he doesn't know how to write small books. It is like no, that book is no, that's book 1.
Oh my gosh.
So
cool.
Yeah. Hello, friend. It's so good to see you as well. What are you reading? Hi, Mom. You started listening to Way of Kings, but going to have to switch to the book. Too many characters, time jumps for audio. See, there you go. And I take after my mom, so I'm going to do the same thing.
That's funny.
Can't read fantasy on audio. I can read certain fantasies on audio, but it's usually going to be like not a 45-hour one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
I would be lost after a couple hours. I'd be like, what is happening? What happened?
And then you have to like reread it and you're like, that's not going to happen. So then you wouldn't enjoy the book because now at that point I'm like, well, now I'm just going to push myself forward to finish this book and I have no idea what's happening. Yeah. Agreed. You're on page 2 of Callie and the Pumpkin Seed. Did you hear me talk about that one or did you just happen upon it? Because I literally just talked about this maybe on my last sprint or on a different sprint I was on. I don't even know. But this series, guys, if y'all have Kindle Unlimited, you need to look at it. It is literally retellings of all of the Disney princesses, but they're all fall.
Oh, cute.
It is so cute. They're really short, like 150 pages, maybe 200 pages. I can't remember. They're very short. They're so stinking cute. And this one is the only one that I have read from that series so far. But she literally owns a bakery that she makes like specific pumpkin flavored baked goods and stuff. And I'm like, cool. I want all of them.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. You guys need to read it if y'all want anything that gives you in the mood for fall. That's not mystery. It's not a mystery. Listening to The Boyfriend. I just don't know anything about that one, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's the new Frida McFadden one. It just came out this month. It's really new.
Okay, so that's probably why I just haven't, I've seen it, but I keep getting it mixed up because let's be honest, The Boyfriend doesn't sound like it's going to be a Frida McFadden book.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, let me be honest. There's probably other books called The Boyfriend, so I could be wrong in what they're reading, but I know that one just came out.
Her books are always like the something. Like
that's true.
One word. No, the something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she does a good job.
Yeah. I made her read The Housemaid. Literally, I was like, hey, I read this in one night. Don't start it at night unless you want to stay up all night and reading it. And she's like, yeah, okay, that won't happen. Did it happen, Donna?
Yeah, I can text her at like 3 in the morning. Well, I finished it.
Yeah. And I was like, I told you, but you didn't listen. So it's fine. It's fine. If you started it too soon, okay, so she's talking about her books that she reads for her in real life book club.
Yeah.
She won't remember anything. I look up how long the audiobook is to help me gauge how long it will take me to read it. Okay, well that's smart. I wouldn't do that.
That is smart.
Like I would just forget to do that. So I'm happy for you, Courtney. I hope that you're enjoying that one because I know that you said some of them have been duds. You're reading Foxglove and Annette.
Love it.
Is that right? That just sounds weird. Foxglove always sounds strange in my head. And NetGalley sports romance, Mom Ball. Wow, I've never heard of Mom Ball, but I hope that you're enjoying both of those. I've heard so many great things about Foxglove, and I'm obsessed with anything that has to do with flowers, as we all know that. And Foxglove is actually my favorite flowers.
I just got my box set. I loved the first two. I haven't read Wisteria yet, but like I had a not cute copy of Belladonna. So really pretty of Foxglove, and I wanted a really pretty of Wisteria, but I could not find an original, a pretty one of Belladonna. I was like, forget it. I pulled the trigger and bought all new.
Yeah,
so I have a box set now.
I mean, those hardcovers are so pretty. They're so pretty. Sam, I'm pretty sure you just made a post about that because
I finished Wisteria. I recommend saving it for winter because it's more like Christmassy and stuff. But
nice.
I mean,
I'm obsessed. I love them all so much.
But then, like the actual cover itself, so like pretty. The dust jackets are pretty, but the cover itself, I was like, she'll show us. Look at that! Isn't it stunning?
Oh, why would they even put a dust jacket on it?
I know.
Well, the new box set doesn't have dust jackets on them, so this was like the first round.
Mine did.
Mm-hmm. They did. Mm-hmm. I heard that they weren't selling it with the dust jacket, but yeah.
No, you're fine. They look like that, but they have the dust jacket still. Yeah,
I finished it. So I definitely recommend, like, if you want to get it into it sooner than later, because the first two are pretty like haunted mansion vibes, like a little bit darker, and then Wisteria is more winter vibes.
Oh, so this is
I'm gonna wait then. I'm gonna wait to read mine.
So if you want to like spread it out, I would say do Belladonna this month, and then Foxglove in November, and then Wisteria in December. If you just, if you want it for seasonal vibes.
Yeah,
fine.
I love them.
That's awesome. Thanks, Sam, for letting us know that. I would have had no idea. And Susan, hello, sweet friend. She says, good evening, all. Listening to We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. Susan, did I tell you that I just read that? Like, I finished it not yesterday, but the day before. It was very good. So Richard Osman also wrote the Thursday Murder Club, which I still have yet to read. But I was like, if everyone loved that series so much, then obviously this is going to be a really good book. And it was definitely a little different than so I had started Thursday Murder Club, and that it's not cozy, but it is cozy at the same time because it's following these elderly people, and they're adorable and sweet and stuff. But this one's not like that, but it is still very, very good. I had a great time with it. So Susan, I hope that you really like that book because I did, and I would like to know what you think about it. So you guys also should read that. That's definitely one that the three of you would really like because it has the different styles that y'all all enjoy. So Stacy, you'll probably only get one sprint session in tonight because I work tomorrow. So I've got to go to bed in about an hour. Hey, I totally get it. Which, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and go. I'm trying to get it to where we do these for like 30-minute talking session, 30-minute sprints, just because sometimes we can just gab on and on and on. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm usually stuck at home by myself. So by the time I see people that aren't Piper, I'm like, just talk to me.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So luckily I've been at Donna's house. So I'm like, I still want to talk to you guys, but I don't feel like I have to talk to y'all for, 3 hours so I can get my fills. So yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get us started. Do you have your phone?
Yeah, your daughter's watching.
Oh yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna say 7:40. So we'll come back at the 10, right? Yeah. So we'll come back at the 10. I'll get us all set up, and we will see you guys at the 10.
Sounds good.
Okay. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hope that was a good sprint. I definitely, literally just realized that I forgot to push play on the ambiance. So, sorry, guys. This next go around will be even better.
That's funny.
I
didn't even notice. I just, yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading. Not paying attention.
How was that sprint for you guys? Leandra, how did it go for you?
Yeah, well, as I said, so this is a reread for me, and I'm reading it for Fablin's like Act 2 encounter. So I got 3.5-ish chapters in. It's been really nice to return to these characters.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm rereading it as well is because I don't know if you know Crystal from Bond Book Reviews. She's an Australian booktuber and she's lovely. She is also doing Fablin, and she messaged me today being like, I'm crying on my way to work. Like, why did you make me read this? But also thank you. So yeah, it just has everything. So if anyone's looking for a middle grade read, highly recommend. Yeah, having a good time.
Oh, that's awesome. Jules, how was it for you?
Good. I just started this tonight, so I got 25 pages in. I don't really know much yet, but
yeah, it's a book. There it is.
Yeah.
Sam, how about you?
Yeah, I got 22 pages in. It's cute so far. And I mean, technically the beginning was kind of giving like horror vibes because her car breaks down and everything. And I'm like, perfect. See? We made it work for the vibes.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, I can speak for Donna. She didn't read during this sprint. I got very little done because I had cooked dinner and it literally finished like right before our sprint or our like this live started. So it was like, okay, it's time for us to actually eat. And then because of all of our talk about Callie and the pumpkin seed and the like pumpkin, bakery stuff, we had to also make some pumpkin cookies.
Oh,
so
yum.
she's now, that's why she's not here.
Delicious.
Yes. Well, and so she's gluten-free. So we're always having to find things that she can eat. And these ones, it was so simple. Who knew you can make cookies with like, I think it's just pumpkin puree, butter, brown sugar, and like regular sugar. And I think that's all and then she put chocolate chips in it because it's, why not? And so that's what she's actually doing right now is watching the cookies. So anyways, I did get a little bit of reading done. I was doing the Library of the Dead. And I just don't, guys, I just don't know. I don't know. It is so frustrating because I think part of it is also like they talk very slang and then they're also, I think, Scottish. So you have that element where I'm like, I'm not sure if this is just slang in general or if this is Scottish slang. And so I don't know what you're saying. But then like, so I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. And I feel like I might be justifying trying to read it, but it has so many people have loved it. And it's literally like it says on there, our monthly pick for Barnes and Noble. So it's like, you kind of feel like it's gotta be good, but
it's tough too. Cause it's your group read too. Didn't you say that you're reading?
It's our buddy read. So luckily it's not like, our other one, like, so that's one that we can read if people want to, but the one that we're actually reading is Chasing the Boogeyman, and I just have to convince myself to read that one.
So that was fun. I've read that one. It's really good. It's like a mixture of his real life and like half of it's real and half of it isn't, which kind of messed with me. I don't know if you know anything about it. You should
really.
Look into it. Yeah, the author, his name is Richard Chismar, but the main character, the narrator's name is Richard Chismar.
Okay.
And it's literally set in his hometown. Like all of it is based off of real, like he's from Maryland. But the only thing that wasn't true in the 80s when he came back after college was that there was a serial killer. So there was a serial killer in this fictional book, but I was pretty impressed by the experimental stuff, but I get that you're kind of like, is this going to be a book for me? I kind of get that.
Yeah. Leandra, did you talk about that book on one of your videos?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because I had to read it for the Amazing Readathon, actually.
Oh, it's your fault then. So, because I was like, somebody mentioned it recently because it was on my book wish list, and I was thinking it was you because it happened to be in line with some of these other ones that I knew came from you. So I was like, it could have been from Leandra, and so it is.
I'm sorry.
No, it'll be great. I'm just really anything that might possibly freak me out or like is a little too scary. You know, I'm a sissy. It's fine.
I understand. Right. Yeah, especially because it is kind of like a domestic, like suburbia. It feels very like possibly real. So I get that. I maybe don't listen to it on audio. It's not like super gory or anything, but I feel like things get more visceral when you listen to them, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah. But I do like I really enjoyed The Chestnut Man, if you guys have read that, which is one that Sam, you still have to read because you would really like it. But that one was really good. It was one I had to like listen to and also physically read because I'm fairly certain, I cannot remember where he's from, but I'm fairly certain he's Dutch. And so the way that they reference people there is different than how we do. So I kept getting very confused when I was just listening. So I started reading it, and it's a big old book. But that one was creepy. But it was also like there's enough of like another plot. It's not just trying to be creepy for the sake of being creepy. It's like it went with the story, so I was willing to read it. You know, and I feel like that's probably what's going to happen with Chasing the Boogeyman. It's like there's more plot than just I just want to make sure you're scared by the end of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely more plot driven. It's also mixed media. I don't know if I ever mentioned that when there's like photos that make you feel like kind of like not like crime scene or anything, but like the image of like where the, you know, victim was taken kind of thing, like of the playground. Like, so it kind of like, it's very interesting if you're interested in like mixed media stuff that kind of gets you immersed in it.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I grew up on picture books, so I'm like, if they can make that an adult, I love it. So here for it. Okay, so we're gonna pick up kind of where we left off. Sorry guys that like we're kind of far behind and I didn't realize that. So sorry.
Not fast. We'll just skip through fast. Yeah.
Jules, are you already back from your trip or am I confused on the timeline?
I have not left I'm going to Ireland in like 25 days.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow.
So very excited.
Is this your first time going?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. How exciting. I'm going to need you to take lots of photos.
Yeah, I'm going to vlog. I'm going to vlog. I'm not going to like, so I'm just going to like kind of like go daily. I was like, I know we've got so much packed. I'm just going to take lots of pictures, do little clips, not a lot of talking. And then just when I get back, I'm just going to put it all together in just like a big Ireland vlog. So, and I'll just kind of like put myself in there and talk as I go after I come back.
Hey, whatever it takes to ensure that you're enjoying your trip. Because as much as I would love to live vicariously through you, I want you to enjoy your trip.
Yeah.
So, sure. Oh, well, that's so fun. I'm so excited for you. That's definitely like a dream of ours. So that's awesome. And then Angela said that she is listening to Death Kneels and Wedding Bells.
Death
Knells and Wedding Bells by Eva Gates. Oh, I have her books. I was literally just looking at them yesterday and trying to figure out like which ones I have, and I don't have anywhere close to the beginning of a series. And so, all right, clearly I bought these because they looked cute. I think that's the only reason. Jules doesn't go until the beginning of November. Okay, so there we go.
Corinna's got me. She knows everything about me.
I love it. Leandra, you may like the Pumpkin Hollow Cozy Mystery Series by Kathleen Suzette. It's a Halloween town. Pumpkin Hollow Cozy Mystery.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. Thank you.
Tiffany will always have like the best cozy recommendations. She reads so many of them. I love it. When in Rome is a great palate cleanser. There you go. Hopefully that's working for you, Sam.
Well, it's cute. I like that it's like Rome, Kentucky. Like, I like that. And I've been to London, Ohio, and Paris, Tennessee. So I will take pictures with Snapchat with like the little thing. And it was actually funny because I was doing it for farming stuff. So I'm like in my bibs and like my clothes are trashed and everything. And I'm like, I'm in London, Ohio.
That is so fun.
So it's really cute. It's dual point of view. But the whole reason I'm even reading this is because the second book in the series is Practice Makes Perfect. And from the cover, it's like a floral shop, and then the guy is all tattooed. And because I love my flowers and my flower garden, and my husband's all tattooed, I really want to get to that book. And everyone's like, well, you have to read this one first. And I'm like, fine. Because this is about like a pop star meets like a small town guy that's like, and then gets into baking and all like that kind of stuff, which is not, I don't do well cooking. I'm trying. Like you said that your dinner got finished and I forgot. I actually saw Amy Marie's comment about pumpkin soup and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have crockpot lasagna going that I needed to turn off.
Oh no.
I had to go run and turn it off. Thankfully, it's crockpot, so it's not like it was like burning in the oven.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I can cook, I just don't like it. So,
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't sing. So I mean, I was like, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm liking it so far. It's really cute.
Wow. Good. I hope that it's, at least like no lower than a 3, because I can read 3-star books and be like, I enjoyed that. I won't read it again, but I did enjoy it. It wasn't a waste of time. Now, when it starts getting to like a 2, I'm like, that was a waste of time, but I still just pushed through. You know what I mean? So hopefully it's at least a 2-star.
Well, I read Sarah Adams' The Cheat Sheet, and that was 3 stars, and I'm already liking this more than that. So,
well, good.
Good start.
Right.
Good start.
Yeah, but it can't be amazing. Otherwise, the one that you actually want to read might not be as good,
Yeah, right. That'll probably be how it goes.
Probably. That's how it usually goes for me. Wendy says, Sam, When in Rome, one of her favorites, and I need you to love it. I love that. She will try her hardest, I promise. Really enjoyed When in Rome too. There you go. I would not have picked you for someone who read that. Sam, you'll be happy to know I'm drinking my liquid IV. The hubby has a fever and is super sick. I'm not sure I can remain unscathed this time, but time will tell. Oh, man. Hopefully that doesn't, you don't catch it. That'd be awful. But yes, definitely sorry to hear about that. And I hope he feels better too. We've luckily been able to dodge lots of that stuff. So I don't know how. But yes, agreed, Corinna. Definitely take care. Spell Shop, so good. Again, that's one I really want to read. And thanking Susan. We all feel that way. Thanks, Wendy. We're hoping it's not COVID. Amen. Amen. That's one of the worst things. Oh, I hate it. Yeah. Everyone's kind here. Just had COVID last month. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What are you doing in here? Hi. Sorry, my dog got out and she's like,
Yeah.
She's like, oh, guys, this dog. I love her to death, but she's old and very, very attached to me. It's like, oh my goodness. She can't hear anymore. So that's super fun. That was like a real fast change. And now you're like, Phoenix. And she's just in her own little world. And so I have to get up and go over there and like pat her and be like, hey, pay attention. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So no one wants that poop. Yep. No kidding. And Mom, I'll let Donna know that you're judging her. She probably wouldn't care. So this is what you saw. Keeping it low key with some pre-made pumpkin soup. But hey, pumpkin soup is so good. So that's totally fine. You're reading this Spell Shop too. And hello, friend. It's so good to see you. It's been great doing some sketching too. I have been definitely following your little sketches. They're so cute. I don't know if you guys...
Inktober is crazy.
Yes.
Yvette is so talented.
Yeah, I'm like...
I can't draw like that. She is so good.
Yeah, I can't do it. So she's doing like... I'm probably going to butcher this, but basically it's like every day, right? She's doing like a different little sketch. But she is just phenomenal. She's phenomenal. So it's all on her Instagram. So you guys need to definitely check that out. Very, very good stuff. And I'm realizing I'm like, man, I'm just not that talented. I can definitely read a book and I could talk about it all day, but I couldn't draw it at all. So, yeah.
Really working out.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Does this look like
a cookie to you? That's supposed to be a cookie. That looks like jam.
It's some toast.
Like through. Okay, well, never mind. Cody says hello.
I did.
Okay, well,
Hi.
he says hello. And I was going to say something, but now I don't remember. So anyways, Eva said, I loved the historian where they look for Dracula's tomb. Really liked it. Oh, that sounds cool.
Hi.
This is Cody, for those that don't know. He just got off work and just got here, so. Love it so much. Yes, we all agree. She's so talented.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, April. Late to the party, but reading Twilight for a Twilight-a-thon. That is another one that's going on. There's lots of, I cannot remember who all the hosts are, but I know that Caitlin from Pride and Paperback and Lauren. There's 5 people. I just can't remember.
Jordan, Yvette, and Elise.
Okay, yeah. Yes, and so it looks super cute. Like the little prompts are really adorable, and it definitely took me back to high school because that's when I read Twilight, and it's like, wow, All right. I didn't know I had those flashbacks, but here we are. In my best friend's exorcism, Skip the Beds Are Burning chapter. Sam, do you know what she's talking about?
Yeah, there's just,
It's a lot.
I'm glad it's over.
I see why you said that I probably wouldn't like it. We were texting earlier and she was like, yeah, I don't think you will enjoy that. And it's like, okay, fair. And like, I trust Sam when she tells me you probably won't like that. So good to know. Wendy wants to read Dracula eventually, just to say I have.
Yeah, Wendy, you'll DNF them.
Fair enough. But I agree, like it's one of those like you can then say like,
yeah, read it.
Yeah. You know, that's how I feel about like Wuthering Heights I read in high school, but I don't remember much about it. And so I'm like, I feel like I should reread that. But when I tried to a couple months ago, I was like a chapter in and I was like,
you're like, no.
it's not working for me. I know, but I think it was also like I have to get it out of my mind that I had to read it for school, so I hated it, you know? Yeah. And so I feel like I'm gonna hate it again, which is like that's sad for the book because I probably would really love it. But yeah, I just haven't read it yet. I need to reread it. Maybe. And Cece loves Spell Shop. Yes, I saw that. I can't wait to read it. You like Dracula better than Frankenstein. Okay, there's a lot of nature descriptions in Frankenstein. In Dracula, there is a lot of gothic horror. Oh, well, there you go. That's cool. I probably would like Frankenstein more then because I love when they go in depth on nature. That's why I love Anne of Green Gables so much because she like describes nature almost constantly, and it's wonderful. Okay, so it was last week. She's talking about whenever I mentioned the book. So I did mention that book. Okay. Dracula was great in its time because people didn't yet know what the monster was. For us, we know exactly what is going on. So it's really, okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. I never would have thought about it like that. But that does make sense. Hi, Nikita. How are you? I hope that you tell us what you're reading. Sorry that we're just now getting to this, but it's so good to see you. And Tori, hello. Yeah, you would love it. You would love it. The Callie. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Are you joining? Yes. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
This is Piper. For those that don't know, she loves attention. So be prepared.
At least she knows what she wants.
Yeah. Yep. So Frankenstein audio is really good. The one I listened to was read by actor that played Gilderoy in Harry Potter. Oh, that would be really good. Possibly. I mean, I love whenever I know the actual narrator. And we're saying hello to Emily. Yes, but there's a lot of things that it says about sexuality, women's health, that also makes it interesting. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense too. For the Callie and the Pumpkin Seed Cinderella retelling, there are a little less than 195 ratings only, but still over a 4.6 rating. Yeah, see, I didn't even look at all that stuff. I think it was like randomly, I saw it for free and I was like, the covers are super cute. And then I was going to do like a vlog where I was reading a lot of Cinderella retellings, and then it just didn't, like, it kind of went downhill. So I never produced that video, but that was one of the books I read for it. So that's why I read that one first. And I really liked it. It was so cute. So that, I think that speaks volumes when it's already like, it's a 4.6. It's pretty good. The box set is so pretty, Jules, just so you know.
I know.
I love it. And hello, friend, just joining in. All right, Dream in the Garden. I know your name, but I have forgotten it, so you'll have to let me know because I saw you on a different sprint and somebody said your name, but I don't remember what it was. So let me know. It's so nice to have you here, though. Mine has dust jackets too, but going to display them without it, I think. They're just
that sounds good.
They're so pretty.
I may have to do that too.
I think someone on my sprint said that they weren't going to have the dust jackets. And then I saw something too about maybe it was like a limited edition that didn't come with the dust jackets. Because then I heard, I thought they weren't going to do it because I had gotten lucky when I bought Belladonna way late. They had sold out of the special edition covers, and it was a big reason I kept putting it off. And then one day I'm like, I just want this dang book. And I bought it on Amazon and just happened to get one of the good covers.
Oh, no, really?
And so then I was like, now I need all the special covers. And then when Wisteria came out, they were talking like, oh, there's going to be box sets, but it's not going to be the same. So I was like, well, I'm so glad I got them. And then now I think there was so much hype for them that maybe they're like, yeah, we're just gonna be nice to you guys.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
That's my guess, anyways. I don't know, because I thought I swore I heard it. I don't know. In my mind, it came up with that. So I'm glad that everybody can decide if they want to keep the dust jackets on or take them off.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They're both beautiful. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, but either way, they're really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, not sure if you're going to read or just play cozy games. Hey, I'm a big fan of cozy games around here too. So you do whichever one you prefer to do. I literally was just thinking earlier, I was like, man, I really miss, on my Switch, I have this one called, I always forget if it's Wildflowers. And it's like a cute, cozy game where you're playing this girl who's learning that she's a witch, but she has to like take care of like this farm and all that stuff. But it's just so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, I love it. Susan is glad that I liked this book. You're enjoying it. I did read the Thursday Murder Club series and loved it. The two series are definitely different. Yep, they're a little different, just from what I read from Thursday Murder Club. But it also, like, the style of writing was still very similar, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. It makes me want to read Thursday Murder Club sooner rather than later.
Yeah, frozen for us all.
Is yeah, okay, yeah. That's 100% my bad. And I literally, like, nobody could see this, but I ran in here because I was like, guys, I forgot to unmute it. So I unmuted it and it wasn't even playing. Like, I didn't even notice. I forgot to start the ambiance.
That's funny.
I will fix that this time. Hello, Laura. You were baking bread and processing apples and missed the notification. Hey, that is okay. I'm happy that you're here.
We are making pumpkin puree peanut butter cookies.
Well, hopefully those will come out better than last time. That literally looked like jam. I'm not even kidding.
It was jam. And if it doesn't work, then we're going to go get a
jam
cracker crust and make a cheesecake with it on.
Okay. Either way, we're getting our pumpkin fix. You just finished House of the Seven Gables, Nathaniel Hawthorne. I don't know that one. Your first book for Victober. Okay, that makes sense. So it's a Victorian novel. Not sure yet what is next. Well, I hope that you're enjoying that. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, but it sounds cool. Yeah, it was. Sorry. Yeah, and we shouldn't have any ads. I did update my premium because I often forget to do that too. So you finished your chapter in Dracula. Now I have to do the life things, dishes, get ready for tomorrow, pack lunch, set coffee pot. Yep, I totally get it. 8%. There you go. It's definitely cute. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one because I do like me a cute little rom. 18% in Murder Lomain. Are you enjoying it, Tiffany? I'm sure you are, because I hear that is just a really, really good series. It's one of Amy Marie's favorite series too. And she has really great taste whenever it comes to like cozy mysteries as well. So when she's like, it's one of my top ones, it's like, it must be good then. You read 40-ish pages, made it at about 40% and really enjoying it. Good. I have recently discovered I actually like historical fiction this year. Yes, I love historical fiction, but I realized that I don't want to only read historical fiction because that puts me in a reading slump. And I did not know that until I did it multiple times. And I was like, what is wrong? And then I looked at my reading choices. So
that's funny.
Got up to 18% in. That's good. So far, the audio is just meh for me. Maybe because we haven't gotten into the meat of the story yet. We'll see how the rest goes. Yeah, that's fair. There's, man, I wish I could remember. There was a audiobook that I was listening to, and it was like, it was good, but the narrator kind of ruined it for me. And I remember, Leandra, you were just talking about that not too long ago. Maybe it was because Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop, the narrator on that one, like she sounded older than she was supposed to be in the book or something. Yeah, that was where I was like, it's a little.
That throws me off too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my like pet peeves is when especially if it's like first person and the voice doesn't sound like that age. It's like, I'm literally listening to the character. You don't sound right.
Yeah.
That happens in Golden Age detective fiction all the time. Like, like Agatha Christie and stuff, for instance, like we'll have a much older narrator and I'm like, it's Tommy and Tuppence. They're in their 20s. Like, why does that doesn't make any sense? It just takes me out of it.
Yeah. Whenever I was listening to The Cracked Spine, which is a Scottish bookstore mystery, And so I was like, of course I'm going to love this because it's Scottish. But I wasn't sure how the audio was going to go. If it was someone who was going to act like they're Scottish, I was like, I can't do that. And I think that the lady who did it, she's not actually Scottish, but she did a fantastic job. But the thing that kept getting me was that she did such a good job with the male voices. I was like, is it a male? Like, I'm really confused because it is so good. But then when she talks like her, like the regular girl, like the main character, I'm like, you sound like a female. But you like those male voices are so deep sometimes that I'm just like, I'm so confused. And so that took me out of the book several times because I'm just like, surely this is multiple people, but it wasn't. It was all her. She just, I guess, can have a very baritone voice when she needs it. I don't know.
What a compliment within a criticism, being like, she was too believable. Like she was too good at this. Yeah. I think women voice narrators are better ranged than men. Like that's why, especially when I'm listening to a romance, whenever we get to the man who gives the woman a voice, I'm like, he sounds like he's insulting her. Like, you know, like it never sounds right to me. It's always rough. Yeah.
We always come off like nagging and like, you know, we're still in high school and I'm like, you're a 40-year-old woman, you know, like why do we sound like this? Yeah, I agree. Hyper careful. Nikita, it is okay. You had unsolved mysteries. Okay. I hope that that's good. And off to bed for me now. Good night. Sorry that it's so late that I'm now reading this. Sorry. You got 18 pages read. That's awesome, April. Really like the first Boogeyman book. Yeah, because there's a second one. I don't remember what the second one's called, but it's along the same lines.
It's like Becoming the Boogeyman or something. I don't know if I don't know if I want to read that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, becoming the boogeyman. Like, does the narrator, like, does the author decide that he's going to become a serial killer? I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I want to read that.
That could be good, but it could also be like, no, because that could happen.
Like, is he projecting? Like, does he want, like, does he want to kill people?
Yes, right? Oh, man. Yeah. That made me think of a book, but then I was like, and I was about to say it, and then I was like, no, that literally would ruin the book for people, so don't say it. But that happens in a book, and I was like, that was fascinating. I didn't see it coming. It was cool. Plus, you live in MD. Okay, is that Maryland? Right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Still reading Where Are Your Boys Tonight at 45%. That really did sound like a cool book. It 100% felt like a true crime nonfiction book. Really? Well, there you go. The Chestnut Man was 5 stars for me, but deaf creepy. So, yes. Yeah, it was very good. It was definitely hard to read sometimes, not just because of the language difference, but because they're a little bit more descriptive than I was used to, because I think I read a cozy mystery, then read that one, and it was like, these are not the same. This is quite descriptive, but it was still really good. I enjoyed it. Oh, hello, sweet friend. This is Brandy. You will have to look into Chestnut Man. Yeah, if you like creepy kind of psychological thrillers, but also like it's a mystery through and through, like you're trying to solve these deaths, basically. You will love it. You will love it. But definitely have the physical copy with you because it can get kind of confusing. The way I'm explaining this reminds me of a series by Anthony Horowitz. First book is titled The Word is Murder. It is where the author is a character. Oh, I would probably enjoy that too. Oh, hello, Hannah. You're starting A Haunting of Blackwood House by Darcy Coates. Her books, I read one of the very first one this last month, I think. And I liked it, but it was definitely a little different. I read Hunted and I liked it, but yeah, I think I was expecting it to be creepier than it was. And so I was like constantly on the edge of my seat, like, when am I going to get scared? Yeah, when am I going to get scared? When am I going to get scared? And it never really happened, but there were definitely the parts where I'm like, oh, that's like, I don't love that. I don't love that this is happening to these people. Like, that's a little, like, if that was happening to me, I wouldn't be very happy about it either. But yeah, it was so good. It was good. But that one, A Haunting of Blackwood House, I'm just intrigued by the cover alone. So I do want to read that one. Anna, I know you'll tell us, but I want to know how you like that. Jules, take me to Ireland with you, right? Just pack us up in your luggage.
Stuff you in the suitcase.
Yeah, You're going to be taking lots of suitcases. If they ask you, it's a really long trip, it's fine. You guys are saying hello to each other. Loved visiting Ireland. I got car sick driving on opposite side of the road, though. I'm sure. That was part of the Cracked Spine, the book that I just listened to. They were talking about riding on the wrong side of the road, and I was literally driving as she was saying this, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I would kill someone or die myself because.
Yeah, I'm nervous. My husband, so we're going with another couple. So it's my friend and her husband, and then me and my husband and our daughter. Between the two of them, we have a car we have rented. So
Oh,
you have to figure it out. Maybe like
I love it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive though. But then I'd also be like, but other people can't drive because they probably would be worse. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we just have to walk a lot of places. You're gonna start reading Cherry Pies and Deadly Lies. That looks like such a cute book. I really want to read it, but I have not gotten to it yet. We're gonna do just a couple more comments real quick, and then we're gonna jump back into another sprint. You liked Practice Makes Perfect better. So there you go. There you go. There's hope, Sam. And we're saying hello. I love that. Practice Makes Perfect is definitely better. So there you go. I think that means you're going to love it more. Hubby is home, so hopping off. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing this, but I'm so happy you were here. It was so good to see you. Hello, Krista. Just got home from volleyball. Hello, awesome ladies. Finished your audiobook today, too, so I get to start something fresh tonight. Yeah, that's awesome. Probably going to pick up a cozy. Naturally. Okay, well, and we've caught up. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say you literally caught up. Already.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes where we're at, but enjoy Ireland. I have visited Scotland. I do miss Scotland. Yeah, I want to go to either of those places. So, Okay, I'm going to get us set up for another sprint, and I will actually push play this time, and I will unmute it so that you guys can enjoy the ambiance. And we will be back. We're going to come back at the 10 again, so that'll be roughly 30 minutes. So we will see you guys then. Bye. Hello, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna have to hold on. There we go. Sorry, I had to close down a tab because it was like making everything on my screen just completely freeze. Anyways, how was that sprint for you guys? Anybody get any good reading done?
Yeah, I ended up getting to page 69. So I read 69 pages tonight. Pretty good. Yeah, still enjoying it.
Yeah. Sam, how was it for you?
Good. I only got about 20 pages, but it's really cute. I love it. Small towns. I mean, I'm from a small town, so I just love all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And Jules, how about you?
Good. I was like in it. I didn't even know what time it was.
No, you're good. I was like, she's so in this. I'm just gonna try and
Well, I had turned the volume, so it did. See, I didn't even notice the first time that you didn't have it on, because like for me, I can't read if like it's like really like musical-y, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I just can't. So I had muted that, and then I was just reading. But I got another 20 pages read. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah. And what one are you reading again? Like teenage slasher?
I was a teenage slasher. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I'm intrigued by it, and I'm interested to hear what you think about it whenever you finish it. I'm still trying the Library of the Dead, and I got to page 112. So I got, like 30-ish pages read. Still kind of same. I just don't know. And I think I realized that that the author of this, I did not realize this. So he was originally from Zimbabwe and then now lives in Edinburgh. So he's like, obviously goes from Zimbabwe and then goes into Scottish, and it's just interesting. You definitely have a mix of both of those things, and that makes way more sense with some of the things that they're saying. But then also it's just like, I honestly feel like if I was probably not in my 30s reading this, I probably would understand more of what he was saying, because I think it's actually like some teenage slang and I just don't get it. And so I'm like, is it teenage slang or is that Scottish? I have no idea. That could be neither of those things. I don't know. But it's interesting. It is very interesting. And she just finally, like, we're almost halfway to the book, and she just finally got into the Library of the Dead. So now we're starting to understand more of what that is. But it was very, very brief. And so I'm just kind of hoping that we will get there, like we're here. Could just give us more information, because this is there's a lot of build up to it and then nothing. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'll give it a little bit more. We'll see.
I wonder if you could like go onto Storygraph or Goodreads and see if like any non-spoiler reviews mention the slang. If like it'd be interesting to hear other people's reactions. Like maybe what did they do? Did they look it up? Or like see if there's an answer as to why, and if you could like figure out what it is. But
that's actually very wise. I didn't even think to do that. So I will be now, because it's like I want to make sure that it's not just like this is a slang word that like he uses, and like, or it's like this cute, like whenever she talks to her friend, they'll say things to each other, and I'm like, is it just something that just they get? Like, is this an inside joke of theirs that we don't understand? I don't know. So that's a good idea. I'll have to definitely go and look. So, where did we leave off? Okay, enjoy Ireland. We'll talk to you about that again. Jules has to enjoy Ireland. And Krista, her audiobook came in for Spell Shop. That's awesome. I am on a waiting list for that one. You read 26 pages of Foxglove, and it's getting good. Well, I hope it stays good. I've heard that it does. So I hope that you're still enjoying that later. Finished one book and read 13 pages of the second you're reading tonight. My goodness, look at you. Just accomplishing everything. I love it. Ireland or Scotland for a trip? Discuss. Yeah. I don't know. I would just be happy to go to either one. I don't care.
Yeah, why choose? Go to both. Make a trip for both.
Yeah, that's true. And she said, so this is my mom, and she said, so my dad and I keep threatening to go to one of the others for a vacation, but can't decide which one. Yeah, I know. Dad keeps telling me like, hey, what do you think about Ireland? And I'm like, I think don't tease me, because If you go, I'm going to want to go with you. So, and you're going, good night. Thank you for being here. I hope you got some good reading done. Did these ones turn out better? Sorry, well, Donna just came in with our second bout of cookies.
We tried again. Let me tell you something.
Those look weird. Try it.
All the kids are doing it.
Okay, so they are cookie consistency. They're just very dark. Okay, I'll try a little bit.
Probably all the browns. They're not great. They're not bad. So Cody came in and he suggested we treat them as if they were peanut butter cookies and then just put egg and peanut butter in them. So we did that.
No, egg and pumpkin.
So we already had pumpkin.
Okay, yeah, so it's like pumpkin
peanut butter.
And you added peanut butter to it? Oh, that's interesting.
Make it thicker. It's not for only okay.
I'm like, I don't know if I would do that combo, but interesting.
It's the lasting flavor that's getting me. Like everything else would have been fine, but it's like
it's dry.
Whatever's happening afterwards. I don't know that I don't know.
It's dry. Get you a glass of milk, you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we still have a bunch of batter left, and he suggested that we just like put a block of cream cheese in it and turn it into like a pie filling.
Yeah. Well, Cody will always suggest cream cheese.
Oh, there we go. We'll let you guys know.
Just throw some cream cheese in it. It'll be fine.
Right? I'm like, man, don't eat it only.
As is, though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm a little blown away by what the main character just learned. Okay, so I was like, and she said, "If you know, you know," which I don't know, but Sam really knows. So that's awesome.
I do know.
Sam, did you like Foxglove or Belladonna better?
So I felt like I was in the minority because
read my book.
So the thing Corinna is talking about, I saw from like a mile away, and so I liked Belladonna more.
I like Foxglove better, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the minority because everyone else says the opposite, but I just like thought it was a lot more predictable. But maybe that's just because like I figured it out. But then like I loved Wisteria, and I have not really heard a lot of love for it.
Keisha said it was just kind of okay. Like she was like, it's okay. And I was like, don't say that.
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, good. Well, that's promising.
That's why I love doing these sort of things where we can all talk about the same book. And it's like, we might all four read the same book and then still all four have completely different ideas on it. Yeah. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And so that's why, like, when there are certain people, when it's like, they're like, oh, you'll love this book. And I'm like,
oh, will I?
Based off of other things you said, I don't believe so. So it's like, I don't know. It's always interesting. It's always interesting. And then sometimes you guys mention books that I like. Honestly, Leandra is one of the only people who mentions so many books that I've never heard of. And I think it's because you read a whole different, like, she has this video, if you guys haven't seen it, by the way, where it's basically like genre blending. And you did one that it was like all these mysteries, but then it was also like mystery sci-fi or mystery horror and all those things. And I was like, what? Like, I knew that there was mystery and I knew that there was cozy mystery, but I didn't know these ones. And so I have been so intrigued by that video. And that,
I love genre blends. Like, that's my favorite thing, like, especially genre blended mysteries, like fantasy mystery, sci-fi mystery. I think actually there does lend some coziness to Station Eternity. That one is like a sci-fi mystery, and they talk about Agatha Christie in it and stuff. So that, if you want to dip your toes, maybe try that one, friends. But yeah, you're just, being really nice to me tonight. Thanks.
I totally answered this. So I had asked her, it was like in May, I think, maybe before, but I had asked her if she would be a part of my readathon. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to ask her, whom I have been watching for like a year. And I was like, you know that these are just people, right? But you still kind of forget sometimes. And so she like immediately responded and I was like, oh, okay, she knows I exist for one. That's awesome. But then like we had such a great conversation. I was like, wow, she's a person, I don't know. It was so funny and I just had the best time, but like, yeah. So I was definitely fangirling over her. And now we get to talk, and I love it. And we now read some of the same books.
Exactly. It's great.
Yes. Hey, are you gonna do your it was in January. I cannot remember what your readathon was called. But are you gonna redo that readathon?
Yeah, I am. So I did TBR-a-thon in January, and TBR Harvest is just an autumnal version of it. And yes, I've already created the 3 activity sheets for that. Already. I'm already excited for it. So yeah, it's coming back.
That was the first readathon I had ever participated in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. And I had a great time because I was like still kind of figuring out like what does TBR even mean? You know, like I was always a reader, but I didn't really know that this whole world existed until right around there. So it was like, oh. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Talk about slang. We have our own slang at BookTube. You know, we've got our own language.
I'll say things to Donna and she's like,
what does that mean?
I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't know what that was either until BookTube.
She got famous.
Yeah. No, not famous. But then I got to know other people who also love books.
You got well known.
So Nikita says, I would say Scotland, but I am biased because I have gone multiple times. Well, then there you go. So I think that you would actually know better because you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the aftertaste, girl. It's still sitting there. It's weird. Didn't see that coming, but I did guess everything in Belladonna, funny enough. So, okay, well, there you go. Kayla loved Wisteria the most, too, so I'm holding out hope. Oh, well, wow. So it's definitely all over the board.
It definitely changes pace, and so I think it's just a matter if you like the different way it goes compared to the other 2.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And she says, I love books that are multi-genres. Yep. They're often so good. I am learning that I like those ones. And it's also just because I think it's really, really good writing when you can blend the 2 so well that you don't feel like, well, this is like, it's supposed to be mystery, but it's all sci-fi. Like it's just sci-fi. There's no mystery or vice versa, you know? So I think that says a lot about the author. The Unmaking of June Farrow was like 3 genres in one. I've heard that, and I really want to read that book. And
I love that book. It was good. It's not a book that I thought I would ever like read, but when I got to read it, I was like, "Oh, this is different." Yeah, it was good.
Well, as if I don't already have.
Add another book to that list.
It always happens. It always happens. That's why I've learned like I can't just spend days watching all of you guys, like all y'all's videos, because my TBR cannot handle it. So I have to wait until I've made somewhat of a dent. And then I can do it again. Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I literally had to start doing the keep the boat afloat just so that, which for those that don't know, I basically do a giveaway of books that I have read because I do live on a houseboat and I have to keep it afloat. And so it was something I never thought about until the reality is like we're sitting kind of low.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so, which I won't be doing one this month because I did mostly audiobook last month. So I don't have as many, but next month I'm going to have tons. So you guys be prepared for that. But I don't remember why I started talking about that. It's getting late. So I had a purpose and now I don't remember it.
Adding books to your list.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, I get rid of all these. I can add more. And it's, no. Did we go to a little library today?
We did.
Did I grab 4 books? I did.
That's not helping.
In my defense, they had some of the books that I have been wanting for quite some time. It wasn't just like, oh, those are just pretty. Like it was what is that one? Piranesi? I think it's how you say it. Yeah, I really want to read that one. And they had it, and I'm like, I've literally never seen this one in like actual format anywhere that I've been. And so it was shocking that it was in the little library. So I grabbed that, and I can't remember the other ones, but it's only because I'm tired. It's not because I wasn't excited about them. I'm tired. Sorry. And 100% agrees, Jules. And I'm making a Pharaoh. June Farrow was good. And also the Frozen River. Oh, that's what I really want to read too. That one looked really, really good. Okay, well, we're going to call it a night because I'm tired, but I do want to hear one last thing from each of you ladies. If you guys will just say, like, if y'all have anything coming up that you want people to know about, or Leandra, you can even talk again about your readathon just as a reminder to everyone who's still here. Just a little parting words for everybody. That way they can still get to know you guys a little bit more if they don't already know y'all.
Well, okay, I'll go first very quickly. Again, you guys can join TBR Harvest if you want. There's 3 different activity sheets, some for mood readers. There's a game board. There's a haunted house to try to escape. And on Thursday, my first TBR Harvest vlog is coming out for the first week, which I'm very excited about.
Nice.
That would be so fun. Yes,
Nice.
you guys make sure you check her out. You're just so very creative. So very creative. I love all your graphics. And I'm just like, I have so much work to do to catch up.
That's someone who's also hosted her own readathon already, and a competitive one. I've never touched that, so I bow down to you for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It was definitely fun, and I learned a whole lot. It was good. Okay, Sim, what do you got for us?
I don't know. I feel like I've been kind of all over the place. I had my mother-in-law staying with me, and then now I have like 2 weeks before my sister-in-law comes and stays with me. So I'm like, we're just gonna go and roll with it. But my Patreon is only $5. It's 1 tier, so it's like a community for everyone that just likes all the things. And if you've been wanting to read Heartless Hunter, I can't say her last name, Kristen. That word, which is about a witch and a witch hunter, and it's been a lot of people's TBRs, and I heard it's really good. And then I will be doing a Zoom discussion and see how that goes. So because our group is smaller, the Spark Society, I want to do Zoom discussions where we can actually like chat about the book. So
that's fun.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. And Jules, what do you got coming up besides your awesome trip?
I got my trip coming up. Really just vlogs. Like obviously I don't have a Patreon. I don't have anything for anybody I don't have all the cool ideas like everybody else does. I'm just here I'm participating in all the cool stuff. So I'm doing Halloween-a-thon from Kelly with Slime and Slashers. So I've been rolling I got my little, I'll show you my little game board I did make. It was cute. So I made this so I'm following the board and I have little, stuff so and then I just finished a Goosebumps reading vlog that I did with my daughter. I'm editing it. So that was for Gwen's Patreon. And now I'm doing I'm reading all spooky books this week, like slashers and horror and also spooky middle grade. So that's what I'm doing on this week. So really just all the spooky vlogs. I'm going to try and do 1 vlog a week. And then I haven't got to my cozy. I usually always do a cozy vlog, but it's October.
I'm like, you can push that aside because November's all cozy.
I mean, I know there are spooky cozies, but like I'm just like full on into, all the spooky content. So that's what I'm doing. So
just so y'all know, Cody likes the cookies.
That's good. At least somebody does.
Every single one was like,
like he hasn't blinked.
Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh,
these are so good.
Anyways, coming up? Oh yeah, I was also going to say that Hannah, our sweet friend Hannah, she was on here a little while ago. She's going to be doing her first readathon. She's putting it on in November, and it is I cannot remember exactly what it's called. It's like reading with food or something along those lines, but it's like it's comfy cozy, and literally the prompts are that like they have to do with the food.
It's gonna be while I'm gone. Part of it. Most of it is during the dates that I'm gonna be gone. So I was like, I'm gonna try and read the buddy read though. But.
Yeah. But it looks super cute. So you guys make sure to check out Hannah. She's the Teacher's TBR. If you guys want a really comfy cozy readathon, and then I will be putting on a mini one at the end of November. You guys here have heard it first, so I will be putting out more information about that later on. But also, if you guys are interested, I am also co-hosting right now a readathon with Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails, and it is a read through the Bible readathon, but you can read any sorts of books that you want, and it's like an adventure sort of thing. It's really, really cool. So far, I've made it to the 3rd level. I'm like, we might just make it through, guys. There's 5 levels, so I'm halfway through. So yeah,
I'm not hosting any readathons, but I'm reading my little house book, and so far, no one has eaten any eyeballs, Leandra.
No eyeball eaten.
But I think in the first one they ate a pigtail. They did eat a pigtail, and that was
way more
fascinating to me
acceptable.
because it was like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. But apparently that was the favorite part. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. And thank you 3 ladies. Well, 4 ladies. You too, Donna. Thank you guys so much for spending the evening with me. It was so much fun. And I will see you guys next Tuesday again at 7 o'clock for another sprint. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.